Um, so we'll go ahead and get started. This isn't going to be long. I want to do a couple of shout outs on Tammy's team. Sandra Christ got her quick start bonus and got up to manager. So congratulations to Sandra. I know she's really busy, but I think she watches this on the replay. So wanted to shout her out. We didn't have any rank advancements or any quick start bonuses on our team, but I want to shout out Stephanie. She had 17 enrollments last month and almost 4,300 inception volume. So she got 15 Founders Club points just for inception volume. I don't even know what your Founders Club total was, but so really, really super proud of you on that. I know you'd made the comment that it started out slow, but it definitely ended up better. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
But this kind of hit me. I don't know. Last night I was sitting here thinking that we're in February. We're in our short month. We got 28 days this month, and it'll be on top of us before we know it. Starting to go into our busy season. And I can't explain, stress enough. We got to do the daily stuff. I mean, even with what I'm going through, even what Sherlyn's going through, we got to at least do something a little bit a day. And it doesn't have to be sit down and do 8 hours worth of work, even though we all could. Just a little bit while you're sitting on a toilet peeing, send some invites out or whatever. But that just keeps us moving. And I think it at least makes me feel better. I shut down for a couple of days. And I'm not going to tell you that I won't shut down again. But at least if you keep moving forward, there's Tammy. You okay? Everything good?
Hey, lady.
You good?
Yes. Okay.
Sorry. All right. No, we were concerned. That's all. No big deal.
Yeah. I'll fill you guys in, but we just got home from the neurologist and I just totally spaced my mind. Okay.
You're good. We were just making sure everything was all right. That was our only concern, is that everything was good. So we'll catch up at the end, but
yeah, good.
Shout outs. I did our shout outs and just started talking about this being a short month and that we got 28 days in the month and that we're getting ready to roll into our busy season. And yes, everybody's got crap on their plate that we're all struggling with, and just doing a little bit each day, whatever it is, just doing something each day to move forward. And a few of those things is how we can cash in on the busy season and not get behind the 8 ball with life and that sort of thing. Is the first thing, y'all, and y'all all know this, and y'all all do it because I see it, because I'm an admin in the group, and that's just invite into that testimony group. Let that group work for you. Y'all, I think that's been the biggest thing for me, is even with all of this going on, I have invited consistently every day. There might have been a day here and there that I haven't, but I'm at least trying to get 10, 15 people in that group each day, because it's a numbers game, and they're not all going to accept it. So invite. The next one that I had, as far as something easy to do, is ask your friends and your customers to invite to the group for you, especially the ones that are doing good on the program. And just, hey, if you hadn't been invited to the group, then you wouldn't have known what was going on, and you wouldn't have asked for information, and you don't know who your friends are suffering and struggling. So get your friends to invite for you, even if they're not on the program. Give them some, I've got this written down, but maybe offer them a sample bag of some trim sticks or some resists or something like that we know is good. If y'all haven't ordered the little 8-day, we've got the little packets now that we could give the zing away, which I love. So that's something that you could do, to just give them something to help you out. Just tell them that you're trying to build your business. Or even an Amazon card. If you don't have samples laying around and don't have the money, send them a $10 Amazon card or a $20 Amazon card or something like that, just to say thank you. They're helping contribute to your business. Also, your ride or dies. If y'all are new, and y'all aren't that are on here, but the ones that are watching this on the replay, if y'all are new, text those, text those ride or dies, your close friends, your circle, your cousins, your aunts, sisters, brothers, whatever, husbands, wives, friends, whatever, that whole tight knit circle. Text them and tell them what you're doing, and let them know, the ones that are going to be mad that you're doing this and losing weight and getting healthy. Text them and say, hey, you want to join in with me? I mean, we've got the new 8-day, y'all. That would be a great way for those friends to jump in with you. That wouldn't be that much. Following up with prospects, and letting them know they're right now, they're all looking for something. They reached out to you and wanted information. They may not remember that they reached out to you, but we're getting into that season that everybody's wanting to lose weight before bikini season or bathing suit season or pool season or beach season or whatever you want to call it. They're going to look for something. And if something comes up in their news feed and it might be Plexus, but if they see something that strikes their fancy, they're going to go with the thing that they're going to see first that says, hey, I can lose weight with this. So let it be you. Use your transformations, posting, I don't post on my personal wall a transformation every day. I maybe do it once a week on my actual wall. Excuse me, but my stories, I try to keep a transformation in my story every 24 hours. I keep at least one in there. I don't usually do more than that. But that way it's gone and it doesn't look so spammy on your Facebook wall. But that way, I mean, if you look up there at the top of your Facebook, you see those stories and you see those pictures. And I say, if those transformation pictures are big, somebody that's looking for that are going to say, hey, what is this all about? And they're going to click on Kelly's story to see what's going on. So if you're not using stories, they're very, very huge, because I tell you, a lot of people look at them, and same with Instagram. Evidently, and I'm not that big on Instagram. I do a little bit, but the Instagram stories are really, really huge. And I find myself doing it. I go and I look at Robin Packard's and, Ashley Lewis's and all of those big girls. I always go in there and look to see what they're doing. And they've got tons. Where those lines, how those lines get littler when they do so many stories. They're tiny, and I catch myself getting caught up in their stories. So just being open, just showing everybody that you're open, that you've got something to offer them as far as the weight loss, so they don't go to somebody else. That, I think that's the key thing. And that's what I've tried to do, with myself tied up with my grandmother and my mom. I don't want people saying, oh, well, she's walked away from her business, while all this is going on. Is she going to walk away from me also, So I try to keep a fresh story on there, or keep, something as far as the business aspect of it. Pretty much posting in the testimony group daily. It might not be every day, but it usually is. So those are the key things. Those are just the simple, daily IPAs, that we need to be doing, especially right now going into our busy season. Now, this last thing, think about. This is something that we can all do individually. We can, we could do it as a group, whatever, and we can pull money together. But you can do incentives. If you've got that person that you think some kind of freebie, some kind of rebate, something like that would help them, shove them off the fence, then offer it. I was gonna do it today and got sidetracked, but I'm gonna make like a Valentine's Day collage, and just say, ask me about my specials, and just do it like that. And then that way I can it can be open for anything. If I want to do a free product, I can do a free product. If I want to do rebates, I can do a rebate. Whatever I think, it can be different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? What I'll do this month is I have several bags of pink lemonade trim sticks and orange pineapple trim sticks, and I don't care for either one of them that much. I'll probably do a raffle for, everybody that enrolls underneath me, then I'll probably put them in for a raffle on that. If I think it's somebody that needs a rebate, For those of you that are new, Charlene, you may not know that Tammy and Kelly and Stephanie, they both know. Half of your commissions where you're still earning money, like on the ultimate, we get $80 on the ultimate on the first sale, you get 20%. Offer $40 off of the ultimate, something that you'll rebate back to them, whether you send it through Venmo or PayPal or send them cash, however you want to do it. You can do that. You can break it down. I've got it broken down somewhere, but the ultimate's the easiest one to do. I usually do 40 for it and about 25. I usually do 25 for the ultimate, and then break it down. That's half of your commissions. But something else that I've been doing on those, I've been asking them to add to the testimony group. So if I'm giving them a bigger rebate, there's a catch. If they want a rebate, they can do something for free for me. I'm giving them money back. It doesn't take any time. It doesn't take any money out of their pocket to invite to that group. So like on the ultimate, have them add big, have them add 100 people to the group. They don't have to do it all at once. If it's one of the smaller packages, ask them to do 25, ask them to do 50. That gets more people into your network. So don't just give them something for free just to push them off the fence. Think about having them, add a few people. If you could do membership, you could refund their membership if they enrolled. That's $15. Have them add 50 people or have them add 25 people, whatever you feel comfortable for doing, because like I said, it's a numbers game, and, one or two people out of that 50 people, might be your next rock star. You might be your next runner, might be, you never know. And if they're not interested in doing the business, then those people go to you. So you could always offer it to them, especially if they're a member. Offer it to them for them to get referrals and for them to get a quick start, that whole 9 yards. But if they decide not to, then I usually give people kickbacks. I keep track. If I have somebody that has dumped a bunch of people into the group, and I get enrollments off of them, then after like 5 ignites or ultimates, then I'll give them a product of their choice. I figure I've gotten enough commissions off of them that, I'll give them a product of their choice. If it's a smaller system or whatever, I keep up with it, because we, they have these incentives that everybody's adding. So I do that. So I'll let them know about that. You've got a member that starts adding into the group. Offer to pay their upcharge. If it's somebody, now you got to really soul search on this, y'all, because this can come back. It's $35. It's a little bit more. If it's somebody that you really think is going to grasp on, if you go in and say, hey, look, let's add 100 people into the group, and they do, and they're interested in being a distributor, they'll do those little steps that you ask them to do, and you really think that they're going to dig into this, then invest that $35 and upgrade them for them, and let that be an incentive for them. So just those type of little incentives, might just kick. You don't have to wait for corporate promotions. You can do your own. Whatever you do, don't advertise a flash sale on your wall, because we can't do flash sales. But you can offer, just say I got a rebate going on, or I just got a special going on for February, just and then you can make it whatever you want to make it. But if it takes just that little bit to kick them off the fence and get them started, just use your own judgment on that. Because you never know. I mean, I don't know what motivates people. I don't know if the $15 will motivate them, or if it'll take, the $40 on the ultimate, because that makes it like a 509 or something. And 509 sounds better than 549. You know what I'm saying? It's closer to the 500 mark instead of the 600 mark once you get taxes. Well, California, y'all don't have taxes, so y'all don't have to worry about that. But taxes, I mean, when here in Georgia, when we order an ultimate, taxes and membership fee, it pushes up towards the $600 mark, and so the 509 sounds better than the 549. So, just think about the incentives, and you can come up with your own. I mean, Melissa Adams and them, they've got for everybody that enrolls, they're going to have one night where they're going to be able to do like a dartboard and pick prizes behind a balloon board. Then she's got little sticky notes, and she might have a $5 Amazon card or a bottle of Zing, or, whatever. And it doesn't have to be products. It can be, whatever. If you craft, I mean, Stephanie can give away reefs or, whatever. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Get creative. I don't think anybody wants Jeep parts though. So I don't know that I'd be good at doing that, but, I could send them horse poop. You think they'd like that? They could fertilize our garden. I think so. But you could do a little board. Make creative ideas. Don't wait for corporate, y'all. Especially on a month like this. I don't know when we'll have a corporate event. Usually, because we're going into the busy season, I wouldn't expect anything to come out this month. I don't know that we've ever, in the 3 years that I've been here, I don't know that we've had a February. I don't think so. I don't know that we've had one until April. I think April's is when they usually come back around, but who knows? I mean, you don't know. Who knows what Zingular's going to do? But anyways, that's kind of where I was at. Just because this is a short month, you're having to work a little bit extra to kind of keep your numbers up because we only have the 28 days in the month. I think that's it, unless I skipped over something. I think that's all I had on my notes. Y'all are more than welcome to unmute and ask questions. Tammy, if you want to add anything, you are more than welcome to.
I'm just so glad that you guys reminded me. I swear I didn't even have my phone in my hand. We're making dinner and we got home from the neurologist and I was telling Allison and Charles what the results were and what the next steps are and how we're going to do it. And I didn't even look. And then Kelly called me. I'm like, oh, Kelly's calling me. That's nice. Hey, Cal, what's up? Like, okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm making dinner. I think I may put the scanner up to my brain. I just may.
Yeah,
but what I was thinking is if you do a collage, put it, give it to me so that I can send it to Kelly and Sherlyn. And then, I had a gal reach out to me. She lives in Vegas. She's been talking to me for years and she finally said, I'm ready. What specials are there? I immediately said 40, 24, 14. I'll give you the same thing that I offered you 2 years ago. I'll still honor that, And so I kind of ad lib with different people. I do different things to make it finally happen. So I like that. And then also another thing is this month for my team, because I'm looking to make subscriptions, higher. And so what I said is that there's going to be a competition I'm just throwing it out there with my team from the 1st to the 14th. Whoever gets the highest inception, or actually there's different points. So Ultimate is 5, Ignite 4, Core 3, Trim Down Trio 2, and then 120 PV is going to be 1 raffle ticket, but they have to start with a subscription. So I'm doing that because my subscriptions, I need to boost that up. And then days 15 through 28, I'm doing the second thing and for an 8-day jumpstart kit for that. And then also for anyone who wants to come on subscription, previous clients, for the distributor that has the most, I will give a bag of, I think I said lean, but I may have switched it to resist and accelerator or something like that. Just my focal point is to really try to get subscriptions up because that is the residual component of it. So anyway, that's just something I'm trying to do, to make this month stronger, to make it stronger. So I loved what you said though, Dawn. I loved everything about it.
Well, I mean, and when I first got started, we would have our flash sales as a group. And I mean, that's something that we can do at the end of the month if we wanted to all, pull together and do our own flash sale, in the ones that are new. depends on your levels that your rank that you're at as far as how much you put in, and we put into a big pot, and then that pot's divided up. We'll have, 5 ultimates that we can give away, but we still do the same thing. You still get half your commissions. It's not like you don't get some money off of each one of them, but you got to think about, there's that comment that everybody says that in order to make money, you got to spend money. And you got to kind of think about that a little bit. And I didn't understand that at first, but you got to figure out those people that you're willing to add a little bit of extra in. If you see something, you might lose it. I mean, it might be that person that's not going to work out. But if you see that person that you think, hey, she or he, could really, 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 really do this. And, and just build that belief in them and invest in them, give them incentives to do that. But Tammy, you're right. I'm going to do the same thing. I just got to figure out details. I dealt with insurance all day today. But yeah, definitely going to work on something, because our subscription isn't the best either. So we need to work on it as well. And like Tammy says, I hate waking up on the 1st and seeing what my numbers are going back to. And got to rebuild. I think that's the biggest thing, is just, and what's the statistics that they get them on when you do them, when they enroll and you get them on subscription, the odds are like 60-something% will reorder. And if you don't get them on subscription, then it goes down to like 11%. Y'all, I don't want to do hard work. I don't want to, I want these people to have results, and they're missing out on free. I mean, that was like a girl that I enrolled today. She asked me how much it was each month, does she order monthly? And that's when I went back in. I had already sent her the getting started on subscription, and she didn't do it. But she also went through the Klarna app too. So there's a lot of steps when you do that Klarna app. And I think when they see another step, they kind of just shut down. But I explained it to her again, because she had asked about reordering. And I said, look, if you didn't get set up on subscription, because of course it doesn't tell us, I wish it would tell us. But if you didn't get started up on subscription, I said, let's do that. I said, we can talk about it during your 8-day, and just reinforce them that they're missing out on free products. Just who doesn't want free? If you're going to reorder, who doesn't want free anyways? So, but yeah, subscription's huge. But that's it. Y'all got any questions? Stephanie, Sherlyn, Kelly, anybody got questions?
I was going to just make a comment. Recently, I was looking in Power to Change, and how we were talking about how powerful it is to post in there and comment. We have 43,000 people in there. And I found a random couples pictures the other day. I'm like, oh, it's a couple, Valentine's. And there's like 400 and something people liking on that, And so even though it took me during a break at work, 2 seconds, oh, here's a cool photo, I'll add it, so I just wanted to reiterate what you were saying, is those little tiny things that, you fit into the nooks and crannies, then you have people looking at it forever, and it's really cool. I was shocked, because I was like, holy crap, I guess everybody likes this couple,
Yeah. You never know what testimony somebody's going to really relate to, and who's going to, comment and react on it. I mean, that was like that one that I posted, yesterday, I think, of that girl that just said she was really, ashamed of her pictures. And I mean, that's gotten a ton of interaction, and we need to do, some more interaction, fun with us. That puts our group in an algorithm, and that gets it up to where it's seen more. If there's more action in our group, and I'm not a big fan of the, how much weight do you want to lose, put a heart, I'm not a fan of those. I think those are really salesy, and but some kind of interaction post, and it doesn't even have to be about weight loss. If somebody comes up with a good idea, something to get us motivated. I mean, even like, something like, your favorite vacation spot or something, or, favorite date night or something, maybe date night would be kind of cool because it's Valentine's Day, but that gets your algorithms up in the groups and the interaction. I mean, even with us going in and commenting, even if you're not posting testimonies, if you comment on one, that's going to pull it into your algorithms on your Facebook that your friends are in there too. So, but yeah. And another trick on pulling up testimonies, because it's hard now that we've got so many new distributors and everybody's grabbing the freshest testimony. What I do when I go into these groups on how I find these, the one I posted the other day was new, but how I find some of these that are different, so we're not getting duplicates, is type a word in the search bar up top, and it can be a name. You can just type a name and scroll back through and find them that way, or a keyword. I did one the other day of a PCOS, and I knew there was a girl in there. I knew she had been watching, and I thought, okay, she's got PCOS. I know she struggles with it. Let me go drop a PCOS, testimony in there. And I had to change it up a little bit because we had to worry about, our compliance and stuff like that. But think about that too. If you've got that person that's been talking to you and they're struggling with something, go find a testimony that would resonate with them, and either pop it on your wall and hope that they see it. You could send it to them in a message. I've done that before too. I've just copied and pasted it and grabbed the picture and just sent it to them in a message. Hey, this reminded me of your story. I thought you'd find it interesting. Or, sorry, I got a bug flying around and I can see it in the back. Or do it in the group, and if they're following you and you've got that connection and that interaction, they're going to see that testimony. So keep that in mind too. If you've got that one person that you really think that you could help, don't be bashful about sending a testimony to them that might resonate with them. Go find it in the group. And that's, if there's medical claims in it, you might tweak it and pull out that. But definitely if you're going to repost it, I don't necessarily worry about sending it to them and tweaking it. I'll do it a little bit, but I don't really worry about it because it's not on a public wall. It's just to them privately. But, keep that in mind too. That's kind of a cool way to, connect with them too, is send them a testimony. Because, your testimony may not resonate with them. They got to see that one that says, oh my gosh, that's me. Look what I can do. So that's it. That's all I got. Tammy, you want to talk about anything? She's muted. Where'd she go? She left us. She really left.
Okay. There, I'm hitting buttons. Yeah, so we went today. We had an appointment at 2:30. Brandon and I did. I couldn't go in.
You want me to stop this? You want me to stop the recording?
Yeah.